Hey there, what's happening? This is Eric Duncanson, and I'm coming at you from our virtual office in beautiful Marietta, Georgia. First of all, I want to thank you for hopping on my YouTube video. My wife Victoria and I, we are known as the LAPTOP-PRENEURS, and our passion is to help you to make money online. That's from anywhere in the world, so long as you have a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection. So by the way, if you like the information I'm providing in this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Become part of our awesome tribe. So very excited to talk about the topic for today. It's a big topic, affiliate marketing for beginners. And I want you to repeat after me. Distraction avoidance is predictive. Distraction avoidance is predictive. Now that's kind of a complex little title there, so I need to break it down. Basically, what I'm saying is distraction avoidance is predictive. In other words, your ability to avoid distractions, right? Avoid distractions will determine how effective that you're going to be as a business builder, as an affiliate marketer. So distraction avoidance is predictable, right? So here's the thing. I want you to focus on the specific ability to avoid distractions, because distractions can literally take over your business, ultimately can take over your life. Now let's face it, who doesn't have distractions? Nobody, right? Nobody. And so you mean to tell me that all of those leaders you see that are making millions and millions of dollars in affiliate marketing, you mean to tell me that they have distractions too? Absolutely, they have distractions, but they've developed systems, they've developed methodologies for avoiding those distractions the same way a boxer knows how to avoid punches, right? Distraction, right? Distraction, right? Distraction, right? Another distraction. Distractions come from everywhere, from your friends, from your family. They could come from your spouse. They could even come from you when you're scrolling down that news feed and Facebook. All of those distractions are taking you away from what you should be focused on when it comes to building your business, right? Okay, so let's talk about the top 5 things that you're going to have to deal with in avoiding those distractions. And I'm going to start with number 5 and work my way down to number 1. How's that sound? Okay, number 5, let's talk about problems. Let's talk about problems. First of all, in this marketplace, on online marketing, we are dealing with what we call content shock. There's actually a term for it. Look it up on Google, content shock. That means if you look at, in terms of blogging, there are over 1 million blogs out there. There are 1 million people producing content every day on their blogs, right? You can find an answer to just about any question out there. Not to say that it's going to be a good answer, right? Because not everything is good on the internet. But the point is, there is so much information that people are absolutely overwhelmed by it. You know, your phones are constantly pinging and beeping. Your computer is binging and pinging and all of that stuff. Distractions, 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 distractions from people that are trying to reach you on Messenger, trying to reach you on your pager, or well, not pager, but trying to reach you on your phone, on your Messenger, on your phone. I mean, they're trying to reach you from all different places. Not to mention the emails that are trying to get it. How many emails do you get a day, right? And so all of these distractions, distractions, distractions. Number 2 of number 5, you have echo chambers. Now, what do I mean by echo chambers? That's where people want to get feedback that helps to support what they're already thinking, right? That's a distraction. That's a distraction. In other words, there may be something that might help your business, that might be an opportunity for you, but you're so focused into doing things that support what you're currently doing right now, you know, you're missing out on opportunities. Now, don't get me wrong. But I'm not talking about going chasing after shiny objects. That's actually another form of distraction, the shiny objects out there. But what I'm talking about is where people have a closed mind, or they're limiting their creativity as entrepreneurs because they're so set on a particular strategy or particular plan, and they're not leaving their mind open to things that might be helpful to the strategy that they're currently pursuing, right? But there's also the shiny objects. Shiny objects would be things that are really not relevant to your particular strategy, but they sound good at the same time. Like if you're focusing on being a YouTube marketer, and there's a training that comes out about blogging that sounds good to you, and it may be good for you at a different time, but right now it's just a distraction. See, there could be things that are actually very good for you. It's just that the timing is bad and it becomes distraction. And it's also what we call FOMO. FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay, fear of missing out is something that's like a punch that's coming right at you, and you got to avoid that punch. You got to duck it, because fear of missing out tends to make you to jump into things, jump into training, jump on this particular call, jump on that particular webinar when it's not relevant to the particular strategy that you're pursuing. And sometimes you have to just say no and put it off and say, you know what, I'm not going to do that right now because it's not relevant to what I'm doing. However, I understand it's a good thing. I will do it later, right? Okay, let's talk about number 4. What you learn next, what to learn next, okay? In other words, it's a decision. See, you don't want to just be jumping on everything to learn, because of fear of missing out and some of the other things I explained. It's very important for you to make a conscious decision of what you want to learn next. That's a decision, right? And you make that decision based on relevancy to what your particular strategy is. So some things need to be tabled. Put it on the table. Don't do it right now. I think we're number 3. You have endless choices to pursue, because as a business owner, you're responsible for sales, you're responsible for marketing, you're responsible for accounting, you're responsible for getting the computers and everything like that set up, you're responsible for doing the artwork or whatever you're doing. You got so many things to do. That's why it's sometimes very difficult to prioritize, and sometimes you have to say, you know what, this is too much. I'm going to table this stuff, and I'm only going to focus on doing 1, 2, or 3 things today, right? Put that on your other schedule. So what is important and what is urgent, that needs to be done first, right? What is important and is not urgent, that probably needs to be worked on as well. But the important and the urgent stuff, that's what you got to focus on first. And important means that it's relevant, again, to your particular strategy. Relevant to your particular strategy. Number 2, number 2, I want you to consider this. Speed reading, a lot of people will try to do more stuff by going through it fast. In other words, they're multitasking, they're doing speed reading and multitasking. No, that's not effective. That's what you call unfocused. It's unfocused, right? It's unfocused. Now, to a certain extent, you can scan and skim certain things if you know what you're looking for, but again, your focus needs to be on the priority of your business. I said number 2, I think that was number 3. I think I'm getting my numbers mixed up, but anyway, we continue on. And then number two, let's talk about breakthrough knowledge, because breakthrough knowledge is so important to understand. Breakthrough knowledge is the type of knowledge that will help you take a huge leap in advance of the traditional type of stuff you're doing. So it's very important to be aware, to keep your antennas up for a particular opportunity. Like, for example, a breakthrough knowledge will most likely come if you have a strong mentor. That's an investment. It's an investment to get a strong mentor. That means you have to be accountable, right? You may have to pay to get a strong mentor. Now, you want a strong mentor that's an expert in the platform that you're building your business on, so that they can give you advice that is relevant, right? You can have some other mentors that are kind of on the periphery, but for your main mentor, they need to focus on a particular platform that you're focused on. So that mentor, they have advanced knowledge. They've gone where you want to go already. So they can give you one little few grains of knowledge that can literally help your business to leapfrog where it is right now. So that's something to keep in mind. And then finally, number 5, garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. A lot of times there can be a lot of distractions that are just literally just garbage. It's just filler type stuff that we spend time trying to absorb, trying to retain, trying to work, trying to process. That's garbage. Don't waste time on that. Garbage in, garbage out. You know, you have to make a conscious decision not to focus on certain things. Stay focused, put your blinders on to a certain extent when you understand what your particular strategy is, and become committed, become focused, and become accountable. So hopefully that made sense. Just to review, starting with number 5, we talked about the problems that can lead to distractions. Number 4, we talked about knowing what to do next. Number 3, we talked about the fact that you have endless choices. Number 3B, we talked about speed reading and how that really, speed reading and multitasking is not really helpful. Number 2, we talked about breakthrough knowledge, which is the type of knowledge that you can get from a mentor or a strong coach, and you definitely want to take advantage of that. And then finally, number 1, garbage in, garbage out. Don't waste your times with things that are not relevant to your particular strategy for building a business. Hope you found that helpful. If that is the case, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can become part of our awesome tribe. One more thing I wanted to mention, my wife Victoria and I, we literally struggled with online marketing till we found a particular system that does 95% of the heavy lifting for you, and then they show you how to do the remaining 5% with excellent coaching, mentorship, and outstanding community, and just the level of customer support you need to move that needle in the right direction. And so if you'd like some additional information about that, go down into the description and click the link, or actually the description, it says our number 1 system for making money online. Click the link. It will take you to a free 7-day trial. Give it a test drive and see if it's the perfect system for you. So with that, this is Eric Duncanson saying, hope you're having a great day. If not, let's definitely make it a great one.